ain't fading away. Video heroes, we're on the line. Saw Planet X in record time. Games are winning, worlds to save. Fighting hard, we're bold and brave. Children could see through the wall box, they've got in every part. Used to balance hard to see. Find the stones that trouble me. Take leaks with and what that bird shows surgeons on. Then that baby sleep. Up the done and top baby. 8-bit 16 drinking spicy on so break the speed. Madman, hit the charts, murder business better. They sell defenders, we're on our quest. Say planet Earth, we did our best. Commander Dan, Camera Junior Plan. Margot is plotting a retro game land. Racing through levels, saving the day. Planet Earth's future ain't fading away. Video heroes, we're on.
Hi everybody, welcome to Retrostation 1999. I'm Commander Dan. Well, I'm just Dan for now. And this is not the Retro Station, this is my garage, which was at one point the Retro Station. Now I have a green screen and I do all kinds of cool stuff aboard some mythological space station. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And yes, I haven't had a new episode out in a little bit, but that's why I'm making this video for you guys. First of all, welcome. If you've never been to the Retro Station before, my name is Dan, Commander Dan when we're doing License to Play, and I have a show called License to Play. Basically, that show reviews old licensed video games to see whether or not they should be played today. And retro is mostly what I do, but I do also do a couple closer to modern games. The last game that I did was The Punisher for Xbox. And our upcoming game will be Captain Planet and Planeteers for the Nintendo Entertainment System. I'll show you that game here. There it is. Wonderful. Yes? Well, no, not really. If you have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. You're most appreciated. If you've given my channel a watch in the past and you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to. I love new subscribers. I really appreciate it. And all my subscribers are called Space Pirates, and you would be one of them. And you would have one of these extra cool Space Pirate logos. The link would be available for you guys as soon as you subscribe, even if you don't. So this video is just to tell you where I've been for the past year almost. Well, the first thing was I was working on on books. Basically, my day job is professional illustrator. I'm not sure where I'm going to pop these up, but somewhere up here, you're going to see the books that I illustrate and pictures I've done recently. Why not throw that up now?
Listen out for a night, two for a tooth. Where I come from, they don't ask for proof. No silver spoons, knives, no kung fu. Just paint a small line and blow your money. 'Cause where I come from ain't a place they wanna know. Where I come from ain't a place they wanna go. Where we come from ain't a place they wanna know. Fucking bit so far from the top, let the bottom don't scare me. Where I come from ain't a place they wanna know.
Okay, so you get an idea of what I'm doing when I'm not here. But recently, just before the end of July, this is still Superhero Summer, and we've got 3 episodes coming up. So don't get it twisted. I've still got them on the docket. I've got the scripts written. I just have to shoot some of the video, and we're done. So you've got episodes coming. The very next episode should be out sometime soon. I would imagine it's going to be Saturday, or tomorrow, or the next day. I say Saturday like you're going to know, you'll be watching this later and not know what the hell I'm talking about. So anyway, let's skip all the folderol and let's go to the fact that I was at GenCon this year. This is the main thoroughfare from getting our badges at GenCon to go to the main sales floor. Look at all these people. I mean, GenCon is probably the 4 greatest days in gaming. And there's just lines of people. So if you've got an anxiety about being around crowds, just know that there are never not crowds, okay? Know that there will never not be a guy with a wedgie in front of you, and there will never not be a dude who weighs more than your car, sweaty and slapping you with his slap beef meat, and you're just in a stew of, flesh to flesh. This is one of my favorite booths at the show, the Dwarven Forge booth. I mean, this is all plastic. It's like plasticine, and these are minis for D&D. I mean, as our DM, I gotta say, man, I get just so thirsty for these minis, but I think there's probably like 90 grand on that table right now worth of sets, just including the village set that I'm seeing here, the fort set, the forest set that's in the background there, the wilderness set and the wilderness village set. It's just crazy. But you can go right up to it and take a look at these things, and I could never imagine needing all of that on the table at once, but it's fun to think about, Look at that. It's got the sky bridge. I love that, like at Hogwarts. And they got the little steam thing going to make smoke out of the chimneys. Jeez, ow, this thing is so cool. Not to mention, just the fans everyone's interested in everything. They cannot get enough of what we're seeing here. Sorry about the blurry vision, but Margot, my wife Stephanie, and I are walking through. There's something you will also see at GenCon a lot, are some bards just playing some music. Everywhere you go, there's something to see, something to do, and something to participate in. Now this is footage that Margot, Stephanie, shot for me. This is pre-opening of the hall. I think the doors just opened for the dealer's hall. This is at 10 a.m. This is on Friday morning, the first official day. Most people will know about this who live in Indy. So when they get there, man, it's just a giant pack of humanity. Look at all this. It's crazy. This is our walking. We're walking after this to go to the dealer's hall to meet up with a friend of mine, Steve Kenson. He wasn't at the booth that day, but my friends were. Just check that out, like the humanity. I'm not a crowd people person, like I don't do crowd work. I don't particularly love it. As I described it before, it's like walking through a fat, sweaty soup of big meat men slapping meat, arms akimbo, people walking around. And what you're seeing here is on a Friday. So this is polite day. Nobody's gotten tired yet. Nobody's stopped just for no damn reason in the middle of the thoroughfare. Like, if you've got to check a map, if you've got to check your watch, if you've got to check a phone, please let me ask you to do this, okay? Stand off to the side. Just stand in the entryway for that Ninjago booth. Oh, Dungeon Crawler Carl. Check him out. Boxers and his cat and everything. It's amazing. This is the Palladium booth. They got Leo. Check him out. Heck yeah. That was a very cool statue. I picked up that book that weekend. This crowd is amazing. Also, but like I said, this is Friday when everyone is still being polite. Oh, excuse me. Most days they're going to tell you that, excuse me, but on day 2, everyone's sweaty. On day 3, everyone's stinky and sweaty. And day 3 is Saturday, just so you know. All right. There we go. There's Artist Alley and the indie games. Don't do drugs, children.
says get baked. Don't listen to that sign. That sign was evil, like fruits of the devil.
And GenCon's magnificent. Every year we go, it's our vacation for Stephanie and I. That's Margot on my License to Play show. And we work for Game-Base 7 to run games for people. So we DM Dungeons & Dragons if that's going to be the game we're playing. This year it was Icons. And I'll show you why I didn't have a lot of time this year to prepare a bunch of License to Play episodes. But that's changing for a very good reason. So let's take a look at some picture proof of what I was working on all of that time.
Okay, I bet all of you are wondering what Commander Dan does when he's not making License to Play episodes or posting things. Well, to begin with, I'm making things for License to Play. I promise you this is a lot of work. First, it starts with the paints. And minis sometimes for GenCon, which I sometimes have to paint, and sometimes my wife paints for me. But here's the building crew from the episode where the Retrostation got retrofitted. These were just little toys from a dollar store that I added paint to, and little glue, little sticks to float them around on my green screen and put them in the show. Oh, this was the Halloween episode with Radu. This was the Bloodstone. It started out as a Frankenstein hand I got from my brother. Here's a couple step-by-step images. First, I started with the stitch lines, the scars on the hand. I gave them kind of a fresh, corpsey look, fresh from the grave kind of deal, but not really. It's just a model. But then I primed it in pale white and then green, and then I added some shader, and boom, there we go. Purple nails, and it's a Frankenstein hand. And then I needed the Bloodstone, which we had because Steph made it for me, and then we mounted it to that very hand. And there's a top view of it. Now, that square piece of styrofoam is part of a project that is coming up this Halloween. These are the minis for Icons. Icons is the game that I'm a line artist for, and I handcrafted these minis from HeroClix. They're okay. They did great in a pinch for GenCon. A lot of people loved them. People asked if they could have them after the whole thing. This is All American Girl. And then, of course, the buildings. This building wasn't quite completed yet. The front of it was still rough painted. But I did make the billboard in the back. And there they are, attacking from the roof. Those are all the example heroes in the first book, the Assemble Edition. My Magic the Gathering box, which I recently used for artwork. There he is again. Hope you like him, because I don't know how many pictures I have. What was great was I did a lot of paper craft for this year's Gen Con, and I used old Marvel Adventures stuff for it. There's an old this is a card holding set that my brother 3D printed for me that I painted for this. It's also terrain for Crisis Protocol. It's so great. I loved painting it, loved starting it up, and when I saw this laundromat, I had an idea because it had a front roll-down cage in front of it. So I decided we would make that into the quicker stop, the quick stop. Here's some Gen Con stills that I took. This is from the Gangbuster module that I and Dan McGroarty wrote for Icons. Yeah, ignore that that's bugle sign. That's a copyright of Marvel. But the buildings were fun to make, fun to paint. And I'll have a photo of the collection here. And my brother printed me out a Jay and Silent Bob for the Quick Stop groceries.
So, I hope that gives you a little idea of where I was. If not a full, description. But I'm always working and I'm always doing this job. But I couldn't do it without my faithful fans. Many of you came aboard when I had a gift for the fellas over at Wrestle Talk. And I still appreciate you staying with me. That's pretty great. If you guys have checked out my channel recently, you might have known that I was talking about the Lego situation. But once Moist Critical picked it up, there's really no reason for me to report on it. He's got millions of views and everything, so I figured I'd leave it alone and get back to doing what I do best. Protecting the Earth from liquidation by reviewing retro video games. It's true. There's an alien force from Planet X that will liquidate the Earth unless I can prove to them that video games are just for fun and that we're not really any threat to anyone because we make games like Batman Dark Tomorrow. So anyway, folks, more than anything I've said during this broadcast, in the past or will say in the future, remember to always, always, always stay retro. Peace.
Get upset on the internet, you're a salt adult, you're a salt adult. Get upset on the internet, you're a salt adult. Throwing out a hissy fit, your views ain't in the millions, and every up and comer is a threat to what you're dealing. And instead of getting better, you just spout up on your Facebook, crying on your Twitter bit about how bad your case look. In case you didn't get it yet, allow me to rephrase it. You're cry more than my 4-year-old, I'm actually amazed. Like you couldn't even see the forest for the trees. The writing's on the wall, literally there to see. How you getting salted, a culture blowing up, man? I think there was a point where you stopped growing up, man. Instead of showing up, man, irrationally mad. Don't appropriate impression like the latest fashion fad. It isn't cool or funny to be acting